Legends, and welcome back to another video. And today I've got a very special bulletin for you today, and it's brought to you by Slot Pixels, our good friend from Spain. We had the 2024 Iguala Model Expo, I hope I said that right, and our good friend Slot Pixel, who has his own channel, has sent us some pictures directly from the show. So let's get stuck into it. So we're going to kick off firstly with a car we only just heard about now. We're seeing it as a very early print from SCX. It is the Toyota Yaris. Now, to me, yes please, this is a must. I did actually share this photo, well, not of this car, but the car itself, the Yaris, and posted SRC hoping they did it before we even knew. But looks like SRC aren't doing it, and SCX is. Very exciting. I absolutely love this. You can see it's a very early print, but it looks like it's almost there, so I can't wait to see what liveries I get. I'm guessing it's going to be the Castrol and a couple other liveries from the rally season, and hopefully we get some, I guess, road color cars, maybe do 5 different colors, normal colors, so we can have them as, I guess, a club car. Would you like to see that? Race liveries, some normal colors. Yeah, I think that'd be great. So stay tuned for this one, the Toyota Yaris Rally Edition. Don't think it's going to be far off. And next we have Thunderslot with the Ferrari 350 Can-Am. Absolutely love this. Big fan of Thunderslot. I think they make some of the best cars out of the box when it comes to tyre performance, and the cars look really, really good. So if you are wanting a Ferrari, we did hear about this. It was a project, I believe, by the man behind the brand. The 350 Can-Am, again, it looks very close. I didn't get any announcement dates, but I think it's very close. So hopefully this one is out very soon. If you haven't tried a Thunderslot, this might be your first one, but check out the rest of their catalog, really good. I do want to throw a challenge to Thunderslot though. Can you do a JDM? I want to see Thunderslot do a JDM car. What do you think? And next up, we've got Advanceslot with a fair few goodies here. We'll kick it off with their new suspension. They're showing off a new style of suspension. I like this. I'm a big fan of innovation. Will it work? Do we need it? I don't know. Am I glad they've done it? Yes, I am. Moving on to a couple other cars. We've got some hypercars coming. Of course, the hypercar is the buzz at the moment, and apologies for the beanie because it is freezing in here. We've also got the 240Z in a couple, sorry, the 240Z, the 240 RS in a couple of different colors, liveries, and some dirt effect. Again, I believe we've got some road colors too, the red and white, but we have seen this before. But we've now got some liveries here in dirt effect. Looks really good. And some other cars to wet your whistle with. Yeah, I think Advanceslot's got a pretty big year in front of them. We don't see much of these in Australia. Do I wish we did? Yes, I have reached out to them to see if we can get some samples to show the folk down here. We can get them, but you just don't see them enough. So there you go, some news from the IMD 2024 from Advanceslot. And next we've got some news from Hobby Classics. Yes, Hobby Classics, they make their own cars from time to time. They do some special one-offs, or one of 20, one of 30s. And we've got a couple here that I think we've already seen some of these. The Bugatti children's car. I love this. It came in a set from memory. I can sort of see the picture in the background. You had the big Bugatti and then you had the kids' pedal car. I think that's pretty cool. Limited numbers again. Their stuff does sell out very, very quick. Moving on to the Say It, the delivery van. Now, I did the special for 2023 last year in conjunction with Slot Pixel, and we did see that there last year, so it is coming. It's been a year between drinks, we'll call it. So that is definitely coming. And the Fiat, so 3 new cars, which I think we've known about all of these. Yes, I think we have. It's good to see them in the flesh. I wish we had this kind of stuff down under so we can share it. I mean, brands, if you are watching, if you want to send me some of these prototypes, I'll send them back, I promise, just so we can show them off down under. I will definitely send them back, or will I?
Now it's time for a cheeky members break.
And next up, probably one of my favorite stands from this year's IMD, and if I was there, I would have been hounding over it. The Scale Auto stand, massive. But we've got some really good stuff coming from them. Of course, hypercars, we know this in the 124 range, we've got a hypercar coming. I'm a huge fan of 124. We have got a wood-routed track now that will handle 124. So hypercar coming, beautiful BMW. Again, it took me a while to get used to the big beaver front end, but we are getting that in different scales, including 124. And oh my God, I remember seeing these pictures last year or some earlier shots of the older F1 cars in 124. Take my money. Awesome class of car to race, perfect scale for it because they were like big bathtubs. So I can't wait to see these finished. I will reach out to the boys at Scale Auto. I would love to get some samples down under. Again, we can get them down here. A lot of good shops do stock them, so don't sleep on them. But it'll be good to get some of this stuff in our hands so we can show it off to the Australian public. But really cool. So watch out for the old F1 cars. But we're not finished there. We've also got some BMWs, Audis, and Corvettes. We have seen these, we do know about these. Again, a lot of this could be repeat. We do get a lot of news during the year of behind the scenes, so this is a bit of a refresh now they're in the flesh. Refresh with a flesh. The Porsche 911, I've written here, yes please, I'm a big Porsche fan. We did see these, I believe, last year's 2023 IMD. It was either the one at the start of the year or the one they've got two shows during the year, the start and the end. I can't remember which one it was. We've also got, I did say, the hypercars in 132 scale as well. I've already released a couple since, or the beautiful special through Hobby Classics as well. And I think, and we've got some Porsche Le Mans liveries. Do you have to ask me twice about these? Of course I like them. So really good again to see some of these cars on display at IMD. And on to something different. We don't see this brand a lot, but when we do, they're spectacular. Model Ant, this is the Lotus. It's works of art. Will you go racing with these? You should. I've never had my hands on a Model Ant, so I can't tell you how well they perform. They look incredible. I dare say they will perform well. Whether you want to race them is another story, but not everyone goes racing, that's all I can say. We do need some of these absolutely stunning looking slot cars. But when I say that, nearly every slot car that is made today is really good quality when it comes to how they look, model-like, etc. So, but again, don't sleep on Model Ant. This one's looking like a beauty. And next up, Flyslot with the Swagger models on display. We'll start from the bottom, work our way to the top when it comes to my list because the photos are backwards. Audi Quattro in the Rothmans livery. Take my money, huge Audi fan, huge Rothmans fan, say that 20 times. Really cool to see these on display. Big fan of Flyslot as well. They've got a huge collector base behind them. A lot of people do just wait for their new models. And yes, I know they repeat a lot of cars, whether it's Porsche, etc., but they do it for a reason because people want them. The Ferrari 250, stunning. I don't think you can go wrong with Ferrari. Yes, we should see more Ferrari in the hobby, Lamborghini, but this one is absolutely spectacular. The BMW M1 Rally, very interesting looking car. I like it, it's different. Didn't expect to see the M1 as a rally car. I'm guessing it was a rally car in real life. It probably is because it's from Flyslot. As I'm saying it probably says it on the actual bottom of the car itself. A really cool looking thing. The Porsche and the Renault, part of the Rust series, that is an absolute winner to me. You're using the mold again in different ways, and I think that as a barn find car or a Rust find car, that's a good way to do it. Again, I love road colors, race colors, and we'll call this fantasy, but you can still collect this. So yeah, it's a wise move for the molds that they've already got and they've already used. So that's some stuff from Fly. But no, that's not all from Fly. I did misread my notes. I did remember seeing a post about the, I'm going to try and read the note, the Akira Toriyama special. Now, I'm into manga. I'm an Initial D fan. I don't watch much Dragon Ball Z, but this is really cool. It's a tribute truck to, I'm saying it wrong, Akira Toriyama. Cool. Again, smart way to use livery. It's not for everyone. Remember when Carrera did the Initial D series and a lot of people were like, huh? They sold out pretty quick. This is cool. It's not only going to get the attention from slot car collectors or truck collectors, but hopefully this touches a couple of the comic collectors and some other, I guess, card collectors, Dragon Ball Z collectors. We want them to be invited to the hobby. And it's a special edition, of course. So there you go. That is the Fly news. And that is all the news from the IMD for this weekend, or the weekend just passed. I do want to say a very big thank you to Slot Pixel. Please go support his channel. He does support ours directly. He sent me a swag of pictures. So without his support, I would have been borrowing these from the internet or trying to find them. So thank you very much to Slot Pixel. Show him some support. Watch his stuff because he gets a lot of inside news that I don't and a lot of other channels don't, because he's in the Mecca and they hold him very high when it comes to giving him information. So chuck on the CC if you're English speaking and read along. Really, really cool. So yeah, but as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram, YouTube, and all those great places. A nice little IMD bulletin for you to get through the week. The news will be back on Saturday mornings and Wednesday mornings, so stay tuned for that, and you might see a couple of these pictures in there. But be safe, take care, support your local, support Slot Pixels. Bye.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my seat. Know that they